Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout, gender issues and sexual themes.
So the nation has spoken and Johnny has won this battle of the sexes, leaving India as the first celebrity to lead the Big Brother house. Our newsreader has generated plenty of headlines, but will she be giving us an exclusive scoop on her former housemates? There's only one way to find out. It's time for Celebrity Big Brothers. Bit on the side. Night of the series. It was a bit of a nail-biter as well. It was a bit of a tense showdown with Johnny, but it was India that was evicted from the house. We are actually channeling Anne Widdecombe tonight, and we're ready for action tonight, yeah.
I wouldn't bother.
She won't bother. And she's actual photo of Anne Widdecombe there, guys. It's not. We're going to be finding out what India really thought. It does make me laugh, I don't know why, about her fellow housemates. And that's not all, because, like, Little Wayne, maybe not so little, we've got a surprisingly big exclusive coming up. Plus, after watching Shane J in the bathroom, I'm going to be shaving Emma Willis's feet. I'm actually not going to do that. So let's not waste a single second. It is time to get stuck in and meet tonight's panel. My first guest is Showbiz CV is absolutely unreal. She is an actress, a singer, a dancer, and, fun fact, can do 19 different accents on that CV, yeah. But most importantly, she was one of the first ever people to appear on Celebrity Big Brother. She is a legend, national treasure. It's Claire Sweeney! Now, with all the bromance happening in this series, we had to call upon an expert for tonight's panel. He's Chelsea's finest cheeky chappy, our mate, Sam Thompson! My next guest never puts a foot wrong. Quite literally, she's a professional dancer, waltzing onto our panel for some cha-cha-cha. It's so funny. Please welcome the reigning Strictly Come Dancing champ, Miss Katja Jones! Yes! And finally, no guys, serious please. Today marks a truly historic moment in Celebrity Big Brother history. Exactly 1 year ago today, this lady entered the house and went on to become one of our most iconic housemates ever. Chicken liver shits me where, it's Kim Woodburn! We love her. Right, things have just got serious. The first celebrity has left the house, so the question on everyone's lips is, Kim, has the right person gone tonight?
Well, yes.
There she goes. She's on his side. I can sense it.
Well, you see, yes and no. I'm going to tell you why. Yes, because she was difficult and people didn't like her, so they got her out. But I'm sad to say, I wish that Johnny had gone. He's done nothing wrong, that young man, but he's boring like most of them in there. And now India's gone out, you may as well sit and watch paint dry.
Oh, Kim's got it. She started
She was
already.
the only spark we had.
She gave us such a lot of content, didn't she?
Well, good job. Nobody else is doing it, are they?
Sam, who was your money on tonight?
My money was on India going, but I completely agree. She's great telly. I love her.
She has been... We have spoken about her probably the most on this show.
She's a nightmare to live with, though. Nightmare to live with. But I'm not living with her, so I don't care. I just want to watch it. But it's a shame, actually, she's gone out, because I would have liked to see her sort of, like... Because I feel like, although... She kind of went in being the villain, yeah, and then copped out afterwards. And it's like, look, if you're going to be the villain, be the villain.
Yeah.
Don't backtrack afterwards and try and win it back. Like, if you're going to do it, do it.
Well, we really haven't got all the time in the world, but Claire, where do you think things went wrong for India?
Do you know what? I think we can all sit here and say whatever, you know, whatever we want, but India summed it up herself when she came on. She just had a ballsed it up, you know.
Yeah.
And
I think the correct words were, cocked it up.
Yeah. And I think what she was saying was, you know, India, the journalist, came out and assessed the situation, looking at India, the victim in there. And I would have liked to have seen more of her, and I would have liked to have seen more of the India that we saw tonight when she came out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the India we know.
That's it.
On this show. Katya, yeah, lovely to have you on the panel, by the way, for the first time. Katya, are you going to miss her in the house?
Do you know what? I didn't think I'm going to say that about an hour ago, but I will. I really changed my mind. I wanted India to go, but after seeing her like that, I was like, oh, it's such a shame. I would have loved to see more of her, so I will miss her now.
You would have
and
liked
I
her
changed
to
my
stay.
mind.
She's changed her mind. She's saying, I think a lot of people have to be fair. What about you? Like, are we happy?
No, I'm glad she's gone.
Oh! You'll get on with her. Go on.
But now it gives everybody else the time to shine, because every single episode has just been about her. And at least now, even with Wayne tonight with his winky out, no one's going to focus too much on that, because the conversation...
Think about that.
The conversation goes back to India. Nobody gets to talk enough about everybody else, and I think now they will show their sides. Maggie will get to show her side. Everybody will get to see the other people.
Do you think more people are going to come to the forefront now that she's not there? Who's disagreeing? I can hear you say no.
We should have just given her more time to let us see the calm, beautiful person that we saw.
What do we want to see
on
the
her
calm,
exit?
beautiful person?
Well, talking of beautiful, someone's been to the Disney store. Have a look. Come on, girl. Yeah, you like it. Yes. She loves it. I'll be the beast. We're looking at a relatively harmonious house in there, to be fair. Do you think it's going to stay harmonious in there? Oh, stop it. Do you think it's going to stay harmonious in there? I mean, you had a very different time when you were in there.
Well, they're all gang-handed, dear.
Gang-handed,
I was
yes. But do you think this can last? Because it's never lasted
well,
this long
where there's
before.
life, there's hope. But by Jove, if they're going to shine, need 20 tins of pledge. Because do you know what? I never take my eyeballs off that screen at home. I'm sitting knitting and going, yeah, right. Oh, come on.
I also
no,
think
they've
there's
got to
more
pull their fingers
intelligence
out,
in
dear,
this
because
year.
they're boring us to tears, dear.
What did you say, Claire?
I said I think there's more intelligence in this year. You know, there's a lot of bright, articulate people in there. Have an interest. I love Anne Widdecombe. I think she's fabulous. I can't wait. Yeah. Maggie is phenomenal. You know, when Maggie sits down and starts talking about her life and what she's achieved, she's... Yeah, absolutely.
I just think Shane is just full of so much wisdom, and he is beautiful inside and out, as Shane and Courtney. And I just think he's got so much to give, and I think he's teaching everybody in the house.
It's true. There's been so much more intelligence. Oh, we've got another one. We've got another one.
Can I just say, I think he would turn a straight man gay.
Oh, you think he'll turn a
I
straight
really
man
do,
gay?
yeah. I think he could
Do you?
I do.
Is there any straight men here that he would turn? Anyone admit it? Come on. Go on, you're on the edge. Maybe. Maybe, yeah. Two more drinks, Sam. Sam, going back to, like, the harmony in the house, who do we think, if anyone, will clash now in the house? India's gone. She was a big personality, and I personally think everyone sort of shared that sort of, oh, it's India in there. Now India's gone, let's look at it from that side. Who are people now going to be a bit, oh, it's that one now? Who do you think's going to clash?
Do you know what? I kind of agree as well, as I said before, because it's all been so India that everyone's kind of ganged up, or not ganged up, but everyone's sort of, like, had a go at her. Everyone else gets along. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really know.
I know.
Oh, hang on. Claire Sweeney.
Sorry,
Claire Sweeney,
guys.
no.
I know John Barnes. I've known John since I was about 15. John is a fantastic guy.
Claire also knows everyone in Liverpool, by the way.
Yeah. And I'm an Evertonian, but he's... and he's got fire in his belly, John.
Yeah?
You wait and see.
We might see a little turn in John Barnes.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah! Right down the Claire Sweeney's mouth.
He's got fire in his belly, and he doesn't suffer fools gladly. Same with Anne Widdecombe, you know?
Yeah. Well, listen, on that note, give him a round of applause. I think we're in for a treat tonight, this night. Right, it's time now for one of my favourite parts of the show. Actually, I'm only joking. It's good, but it's not that good. But it is time for this. It's the lovely Tom Reed-Wilson.
Hello. You make my knees buckle when you're suited and booted.
Do you like it? Do you like
You really
do. You like the
do.
suit? Do you like it?
Oh, I say yes, I do.
Tommy!
I do.
What's on the agenda?
What's on the agenda? So, Dr. Ranj Singh says,
Dr. Ranj.
OK, this won't be a popular opinion, but I don't think Andrew actually fancies Shane/Courtney. I think deep down he's a pleaser. He's doing everything to make those around him happy. Ooh. I reckon he's actually deeply insecure about himself. Just my opinion. #CBB.
He said it wouldn't be a popular one.
Darling boy George.
Oh, boy George again!
Surprise! India Willoughby went out first. She was one of the most interesting characters in the house. #CBB India. Annoying at times, but reality TV gold.
Yeah, I understand what Kim was saying now.
Torchik Olo at Ale223. Still a super interesting character. A great first boot for what is shaping up to being a great series.
A great first boot. I like that. Have you got any more, Tom?
And Alice Pennington, who says, India has been evicted. While she was the biggest character in there, she was only up against one other person, so it was easy to get her out. I really wanted Johnny to go. India brought a lot to this #CBB, and I really wanted her to stay as she was so unpredictable and fascinating.
Well, there you go. Here. Tommy knows everything. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, lovely. Tommy's going to be back a bit later on. He's going to be reporting live from the camera runs. But keep the noise down, Tom, please. But some things in life are just meant to go together. Bread and butter, isn't it? Yeah. Fish and chips. Yeah. The Crankies. She is the Little Mermaid to my crabs. Crab. Crab. It's Emma Willis.
Well, I was going to do the crab, but I thought it'd be inappropriate.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Doesn't she look beautiful everywhere? So jealous. First eviction.
I know.
How was it?
It was sad, I think.
Sad
she
to see her
seemed
go?
quite sad. She seemed. I expected her to be much more animated, I think. And I think she's really gutted to be out.
Do you think there's a bit of a face on?
No, I don't. I don't think she's putting her face, and I think she's showing that she's genuinely gutted to be out. And you know, she's a super fan, like we are. You walked out the winner, which was fabulous. You know, but for India, I think it's a shame, and I suppose it must be quite odd as well because of the Celebrity Big Brothers in the past and the one that we're living right now. They're very different beasts.
If this was a different series,
yeah,
maybe
exactly.
India might still be in there.
Yeah, so like she said, you know, all like she keeps saying is that like she's just played it wrong.
I mean, what sort of hole is she going to leave in the house now? Because, like you said, and our audience said at the panel, she's been at the forefront of nearly every episode so far.
Yeah, she really has. I think.
Can you imagine if you just turned around and went, well, it's over now? Can you imagine? That would be lit. I would literally be like, lols.
No, it's not, because there's a house full of people still. Like, we haven't got rid of any apart from one. I just think different stories are going to come to the forefront now, and different, you know, relationships will start to show. I really think it's a shame, because I do feel like since that chat with Shane Lynch, when he said, I think people are scared to talk to you, they're walking on eggshells, you know, we want to talk to you about stuff, but we're scared, like we're going to say the wrong thing, or you know, that the walls go up again. And I really felt like she was listening to
resonated.
And that it sunk in. And I felt like she turned a corner then, and I think we could have... That chat, like I said to her tonight, that she had with Andrew about the 10,000 vaginas. Like, I just wanted to see that.
And
like,
just her enjoying it.
I wanted her to teach me everything I didn't know about transgender and what it's like, and... because this is a series that has a real mix of everything. Like, I want to learn about politics from Rachel. And, you know, I think there's a real chance for people to watch and learn and pick stuff up. And I just felt like I just want to, like, give her a cuddle and make sure everything's all right.
Well, we'll
do you know
make
what I
sure
mean?
she's all right. That's what we're going to do. Let's actually quickly talk about the rest of tonight's show. Get that one out. Tell me
Have
what
you got
went...
new teeth?
Yeah, I've had them done, haven't I? You've had them done. Tell me what went through...
Really?
No, I haven't! Tell me what went through your head when we got a little full frontal of Lil Wayne.
No lady would do that.
I mean, I mean, welcome.
I haven't seen one for a while, so I giggled a lot. I just giggled. I don't know. I think it's
Wayne Sleeps Willie.
I know.
Come on, it's Wayne Sleeps Willie, guys.
It's quite funny, isn't it? Because again, with like Big Brothers of the past, it's the young blokes. They get it out. They lob it about. Like, you know, they're. But then, like I said, it's Wayne Sleep.
It's Wayne Sleeps
like
Willie.
little, middle-aged. No. I don't mean that
Tell it to his
bit.
face. Go on, say it to his face.
No, I mean like in size, like he's. No.
In height?
Yes, in height. And you know, like, you don't expect a middle-aged man to flash, do you?
Well, it was asked for, in all fairness.
And I love the fact that Maggie was like, oh, go on, give us a look. Did I not tell you on Tuesday that she was going to come out of her shell?
And she's coming out of that shell. Listen, let's move on. I believe, guys, there is a Big Brother First happening this weekend.
There is a Big Brother First.
Please tell.
So the tasks are continuing, obviously, and we're going to have a Big Brother creche. So we are having a bunch of 4 to 6-year-olds in the house, and we will be finding out who looks after them best, men or women.
Hang on, have people agreed to let their children go in there for a start?
Yes, of course, we're not just
We're not just taking children and putting them in the house, are we? We've not like accidentally applied whilst watching
all of
Peppa
the
Pig.
audience is children. If you're willing to be on telly, so are they.
So there's going to be a creche task.
So there's a creche
with real
task
children.
With real children, yeah.
I think that's going to be quite interesting, may I say.
I think it'll be very insightful.
I think it will. Listen, I love you. Go and
love
have a
you.
lovely weekend.
Thank you.
And I'll see you next week. Give it up for the call December Willis, everyone. Right, coming up, India has left the house and is backstage. There she is, ready to dish the dirt. Plus, Tom will be sashaying his way over to the camera runs. Yeah.
That little bum is the cutest little bum.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. I'll see you after the break. Cutest little bum, look. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side, where, as always...
Wayne is ready to give the night a bit of pizzazz.
Oh, well, whatever Wayne can do, I can do better. Come on, catcher! Casual. Let's go over to Tom. He's peeping around the camera runs. Darling, what's going on?
Hello.
Oh, you're in the shadows. I love it.
Close I am.
Go on, you're really close.
They can almost hear me breathing, so I have to be very careful.
Go on. What's happening?
Wayne's rustling up bacon and tomato in the kitchen. Anne has run the gamut of white foodstuffs, all the naughty ones, including white wine. She's opened 2 bottles, but here in the garden is where the flirting is happening.
Oh.
So we've got Rachel and Johnny. Johnny has been saved, obviously.
So
Tom,
Rachel's... stay still, Tom. Stay still, keep it casual. Tom, keep it casual.
What's happening?
Keep it casual, stay still. Don't move, don't make a sound. Back off. Oh, he's gonna get a bunch of fines. Really good. But legally, I do have to say, Tom Reid Wilson, everyone. Right, listen. It is never easy being the first one out. Just ask Jackie Stallone or Grant Bovey, God bless them. But despite her strong opinions and even stronger wardrobe choices, India has lost her place in the celebrity Big Brother house. Luckily, she's always got a place here on Bots. Give it up for the gorgeous India Willoughby! You have been on my panel so many times before, but tonight you're due that upgrade. She's on the sofa, guys. Look.
Thank you.
You even went to walk that way. That's what I loved about it. You were like, come on. And I was like, no, darling, you're a housemate now.
You've got to milk it, Rylan.
Listen, I know it's never easy being the first out. How are you feeling?
Do you know what? That was a car crash. From my point of view, I was really disappointed in my performance. No, I was, honestly. I think I just gave it 2 barrels too early on, and I was like trying to give too much information to people too quickly. I cocked it up big time, and I knew that. No, I did.
But when did that hit you?
Yeah.
When did you sit there and go, oh, I think I've done this the wrong way. I've played this wrong.
Well, do you know the first thing that I felt mucked my chances up was actually the 3 bears who's been sleeping in my bed.
But I've got to be honest. I'm going to be honest here, because you're out now. I can have my view.
Yeah.
I totally got what you were saying. As a Big Brother superfan, you go for that
You
bed
go for the
first.
bed,
That's your
don't
bed.
you? That's-
I totally got that. I think what it was from the outsider's point of view was that Anne is an older woman and, you know, she needs her own space and all of that, and that's fair enough. But I totally did understand what you were saying, but I can tell you...
So that obviously turned a couple of the girls against me, which hindsight is a wonderful thing. I appreciate that. But then I think because I've got, obviously, you'll know about my drag queen phobia.
Well, we're going to be talking about that in a minute.
When Shane/Courtney came in the house, I was mortified. Honestly, my heart, I thought it was going to leap out my chest. Me and Shane, by the way, are going to be great friends.
And we can see that.
We are
we
going to
totally
be
see that.
great. I have learned a lot from Shane. And while I don't know whether I can kick my drag queen phobia completely, he has helped me a lot. And we will definitely be keeping in touch. But I just think I just made too many mistakes early on.
But this is what I was going to say. I want you to put your panellist hat on now.
The other thing was, I walked in the house and I think, am I on the right show?
It was so different this year. It's
What's
been
going
so
on?
different this year.
Yeah.
And I totally get it. I've just said it to Emma as well, and I think the audience would agree. If this was any other year, I don't think you'd be sat here first.
No, probably not.
I really don't.
No.
I really, really don't think you'd be sat here first.
Do you know what happens when you go in the house as well? If you get quiet spells, or at least for me anyway, your mind starts to play tricks on you, and you start thinking about people. And I was thinking, there must be a villain in this house somewhere, but I just haven't spotted them. They're playing tricks.
Well, look, that was your first time now, but this ain't your first time at this rodeo, may I add.
No.
So saddle up, because I've waited a long while to say this. India, it's time for your Bots bits!
The house ain't big enough for 2 blonde journalists. I turn into an animal.
Yeah, have you got green eyes?
Yeah. Have you?
Fuck off, bitch.
They intended me to have this bed.
Anne Widdecombe is a miserable old bag.
It's coming. I hear noises.
I always stick to my guns.
I'm 82 and I made a mistake. I'm very sorry.
Apology not accepted. This ain't gonna be the Waltons to the end. All of a sudden it's empty. Do you think it could be PMT? Maybe not.
Oh, well, there you go. Now, honestly, quite honestly, as Rylan said earlier on, I think in another year of Big Brother, where it was the old school Big Brother, those sort of tactics and comments might have actually helped me.
I think they might have. I do think they might have, but obviously every series is about that mix of housemates. And this mix, and you included, was very different to what we're used to. But something I do think that you should feel proud about is bringing discussions of trans and gender and to a more mainstream audience, to be fair. It's not really spoken about
That's right. And I would really like to say, I mean, you'll know as well, Ryan, it's a very multi-layered, complex subject. The whole LGBT thing, it's like, you know, saying that there's somebody in the audience who's got blonde hair, that all blondes will agree on absolutely everything. It's just not the case within LGBT
Everyone's
land.
an individual.
Everyone's an individual, and it doesn't mean that you've all got to have the same view. But I was really worried, because it was so complex, that maybe I was going to be coming across as homophobic or something like that.
No,
and I kept having to check. So I hope that
you didn't come across homophobic.
No, that's good.
And we actually had model and activist Paris Lees on the show the other night, and she made quite an observation. Obviously, I wanted to ask you while you were here, because no one can speak for anyone, but she noted that, you know, you are still quite early on in your transition. In the grand scheme of life, you are.
Absolutely.
Do you think that played a bit of a part as well with how you reacted to certain things in the house?
Definitely. Guys, you've got to realise I'm a 15-year-old girl in here. I'm going through my adolescence.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of getting familiar with things, so it's a new thing in some respects for me. And I'm a big fan of Paris Lees, actually. Her writing is absolutely terrific. We maybe disagree on certain points, but again, it goes back to that LGBT thing. And, yeah, I'm glad that I made my point of view and I spoke out for my particular strand of trans, if you like. But I think that Shane in the house is going to carry on that, and the conversation will continue, and he'll do a great job. For me, he's the star of the show this year.
Well, let's talk about Shane quickly, because we need to clear something up here on the outside. Because on your Twitter, a photo has surfaced of you with 2 drag queens at a Pride event. And everyone got really, really confused out here. And I wanted you, because you're a friend of the show as well, I wanted you to have your right to reply to say, because a lot of people didn't understand how you could be drag-phobic if you're in a photo with 2 drag queens at a Pride event. Do you want to clear that up for us?
Yeah, you've just told me about that. I know which photo it'll be as well. I was paid to do an event last year, and some drag queens were there. Now, I am a nice person, despite what anyone thinks.
I know you are.
And, you know, I am going to be nice to people who come up to me and want a picture taken. So that's all it was.
That's all it was. But just to clarify, you do have some form of drag phobia.
I do, yeah. I'm going to actually look it up. When I get my phone back, I'm going to look it up and just to check what it's called. It's just something that I've always had in me.
OK, well,
Shane's
we've done it.
We've
done it. All right, we brought it up. That's what everyone wanted to know. Let's go back to that time in the house. You know, the boys all came in, you know, and I presume it was a bit of a welcome relief for the women as well, to have some men in there as well. Change that dynamic up. But you did have a little argument with Genuine on one of the first night.
No.
And I can see you cringing already,
And
me bringing it up.
Genuine's so sweet.
Well, this is what we wanted to ask you. What's your views on him now?
Oh, okay. He's sound as a pound. That's what I would say. He's like a really good guy. But when I think back, he literally walked through the door and I was...
You're like, would you date a trans woman?
Yeah, I know. Oh, terrible. But no, he's a good guy. And everything you've said, presumably you're enjoying the romance that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Genuine. But honestly, it is genuine. You know, that eye contact is constant.
You like it?
Yeah,
Do you think
I
it'll
like
happen?
it. I think it will. I think Ashley's just being brought up properly. I don't think she particularly wants anything to happen on television, but watch this space.
But we can see it. We can totally see it. We're seeing everything. And finally, before we finish, I have got to really ask you something. One of the funniest moments of the series so far for me was when you were having a chat with Malika and Maggie Marple was, following you around.
She came in again.
You were convinced she was playing Maggie Markle.
Yeah.
Do you still stand by the fact that you think she was having a little creep about?
Absolutely. I had a bath. I checked under the water.
I tweeted, I just wish she walked into that storeroom as well. It would have been my best thing ever. Listen, India, we love you. You might have failed at winning Celebrity Big Brother, but you know on this show, no one goes away empty-handed. For the first time this series, India, it's time for Ryland's farewell fame! I'm going to put them there in the classroom. Come with me. Because India, Mama Step, this is unfortunately the moment they all dread, and it pains me to say, India, turn around. It's time to turn you red. But you, believe me, have been an forgettable housemate. Please give it up for India Willoughby, everyone. Get yourself over there where you belong. Mind that step, darling. Oh. Loving the rose gold toothy tiara as well. Join me after the break when India and the panel are going to be discussing all the unanswered questions we've got from tonight's show. And believe me, there is a lot. Is there more to Andrew and Shane Jay's bromance? Will Ashley be riding that pony in no time? Yeehaw! Amen. See what they think on the other side. See you after this. Or a veneer. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. We are really feeling the love after tonight's show. Andrew and Courtney might have had a little cheeky peck, but the moment that really made my heart flutter was that tender first kiss between Genuine and Ashley, guys. Should we see it again? Go on, then!
I'm counting. You're not the ref. 1, 2, 3.
He's impregnated her already.
Stunning, just stunning. Who says romance is dead? So with that image literally fresh in our minds, let's discuss the rest of tonight's show. And look, India's joined the panel, everyone. Kim, make her feel at home. Katya, let me come to you first. As first kisses go, let's be fair, how would you rate Genuine and Ashley's first awkward kiss?
It was very awkward, and I know Sam would disagree with me, but as a girl, I understood her. Like India said, she didn't want it to be, you know, on the TV. She knew she's out there. She gave him really long, soft kiss on the cheek, kind of saying to him, I do like you, but don't force me into it.
Don't
so
do
as
it
a
here.
girl, I understood her.
Totally.
I know Sam doesn't agree.
Oh, Sam. Go on.
It's a showman's, mate. Come on.
You think it's a showman?
Come on. Dude, if you spend 24 hours a day in each other's arms and you can't give each other just a kiss on the lips, I'm not saying tongue it. I'm literally saying a kiss, a peck on the lips. If you have to force them to kiss you on the lips, it's not genuine.
Well, it's funny you said that because Daniel rather eloquently stated...
She's going to be riding that pony in no time.
Kim, do you think equestrian activities are a good way to start a relationship?
Look, why are you asking? He seems a very nice man, but shall we put it in the picture, dear? His Todger is never off duty. Now, he's got 9... Now, look here. He's got 9 children... Now, stop. There's 9 kids. Is it 4 or 5 different women?
I've got no idea, but 9 kids...
Now, look here. If that girl is serious about him, and I don't think she is, it's just a showman. He's a nice man, but his Todger works overtime.
Well, there was no pony riding tonight. But we did have a big brother first. We had a shave-off in the bathtub, guys. Firstly, India, I was in that bath the other night. No word, but I actually was.
It's deep.
It's quite a deep bath.
Very deep.
Why on earth did Ashley decide to get in?
Well, I think she...
Cock block.
I was actually in the bathroom
We were watching.
at the time, and I did get the sense that she was playing to the cameras.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Yes,
because that's one of those moments there. I'm sure it's made all the press.
She was doing
and
the
it's been
Miley
all the
Class moments in the shower, wasn't she?
Yeah, to be honest, she was completely smooth when she went in.
The funny thing is, she probably had a shave in the toilet, then got in. I can't confirm, not an either. Claire, have you ever shaved anyone's feet?
I've never shaved... Do you know, I've shaved my own toes.
Oh, yeah, right. Joni Mooney's done it as well, haven't you?
I have, and I've shaved my toes.
Right, well, on the subject of Andrew and Shane Jay, Shane Jay actually said to Big Brother that there is no sexual tension between the two of them. India, you've lived with them. What are you making of Andrew and Shane Jay / Courtney?
I think there's something going on.
Do ya?
There's something burning deep within inside Andrew. And he is definitely getting turned on when that big derriere comes out. He
You reckon?
likes Courtney.
You think he likes Courtney?
He likes Courtney.
I like Courtney.
Well, I'm going to come to our resident bromance expert, Sam Thompson, whose most important relationship in the house, by the way, wasn't with Amelia, it was with Jordan.
Go on, Jam!
So far, with them two, Sam, we've had the secret handshakes, we've had the deep and meaningfuls, we've had the tuck-in.
That was brilliant.
All pretty standard, just by my life. Do you predict a lifelong friendship between these two as a bromance, or do you think there's maybe more to it than meets the eye?
I don't know. I think that it's a weird one because I don't quite know if it came down to it. He's basically, if that was a girl, I think I feel like the girl would be like, you're leading me on a little bit because he's going steaming in. Like that, he's steaming in. He's getting in the bath, being like, oh, I dropped the soap and all that. There's a difference. There's a difference between like being sort of like fun and that, and just properly flirting. Yeah. That is serious flirting. So he's almost leading him on.
Let me tell you, we've had some seriously kinky stories from Andrew late on, which I'm sure haven't been broadcast. And there is a part of his character which leads me to suspect that he might well be interested.
Oh, wow! Well, Andrew's not here, so we don't know. We'll have to ask him when he comes out. But for now, even with India on the panel, we love her. Give him a round of applause. Join me after the break, where I'm going to be exclusively revealing all of the fallout from tonight's eviction. Plus, we're going to be giving India her right to reply. Look at her. She's going to get that stereotype writer treatment. She's making its box debut. I'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. I'm just here at the nerve centre of Bots. This is where the team work tirelessly to find the best exclusives for you lot at home. Have we got anything exciting from the house to look at, Kim?
Well, they all look gang-handed to me, dear. Bunch of bitches.
Have a little look, shall we? Language,
Yes.
Kim, language. Press the button, Kim.
See all
Oh, yeah, good man, good man. I told you, man.
I know. But you never
Is it
know,
nice
do
to
you?
him cheering for
Yeah,
you?
that's what sent me off.
Mate,
I don't even think about that. Look at
Listen,
me.
look at the turnaround now then, bro. This is proof. Look at the turnaround. Love Rat turns into fucking loved, you know what I mean, by the nation. Think about it, man. You smashed it. You did. We're proud of you. We're proud of you. You're still not going to win it, but we're proud of you.
I don't want to win it. I just want to get past that first hurdle, you know.
Right, you did. You killed it.
I feel bad because I was.
Oh, no, don't be
Oh,
bad.
that'd be all right, wouldn't it?
No, it's not like you. It's not like in your face.
Get up there, boy! And then I went, oh shit.
You good, man. You good.
It'd be different if it was everyone, or if it was one of the other people that did it who she's potentially closer with. You know what I mean? But like they know we're the Three Musketeers and Four Musketeers when you're Shane. But now you're just the hot piece of arse of the group.
You're cheerleader.
Oh, he's getting all emotional. India, let me come to you first. Johnny's getting a little bit teary there. What are you making of that?
Yeah, well, Johnny has been really, really worried that his reputation is going to play against him in the house. Obviously, I don't know if this came across either, that Johnny had actually been out with one of Ashley's friends.
Yeah, we know the story.
So you know all about that. And I think he was feeling a little bit too conscious, almost picked upon, actually, but not in a vindictive way, but just like girl code.
His mind.
Obviously, Ashley is going to stick up for a friend, but he's also very conscious of his reputation from another programme coming in here.
I love the fact India didn't mention it. Don't you love
Yeah.
that? Loyal!
And I think tonight, last night I had my all I did was had 5 lagers with him. And he really opened up. I think he is actually quite a quiet individual.
That's why he's coming across as, and I've got to say, he's coming across decent.
Yeah,
so
he's
far.
going to open up. He's a really nice guy, honestly, genuine. And I think he is going to be a big hit as the series goes on. And I said to him today, you know, I didn't want either of us to go. It wasn't a competitive thing.
It didn't seem like that either.
No. And I think he'll do really well as we progress.
Sam, what do you think?
I think that you should never come on a show like this to try and change public perception of you. I think that it never works. I think that just be yourself, and if yourself, otherwise, basically, you're not on. you're going to get no airtime anyway if you just sit there and go, right, I'm going to be nice to everyone. Like, no.
I think after tonight, though, this is vindication for him. He will feel a bit of warmth from the public.
Do you think this might liven him up
And
now?
I think this will bring him out of his shell.
Well, we can only hope, can't we? We can only hope. Well, listen, India, it's not about Johnny tonight. It's about you, and our panel have been gagging to ask you some questions. So, Kim, I want to start with you, my love. What's your question for India?
Now, is there anyone in the Big Brother house that you would fancy going on holiday with this summer?
Oh!
Next summer, Dapper. He's married, but as long as his wife doesn't mind. I'd love to go on holiday.
Well, I think she might, dear.
Do you think so? He's gorgeous.
Is he a good lad?
He's a good lad. He's very entertaining, yeah. To be honest, I think he was a little bit wary of me. But yeah, I fancy him. He's
exclusive. That's what we do on this show. Sam, what's your question for India?
I like you.
What are you doing later on?
Hey, God, you moved on quick.
I can have two, it's fine. It's that. Don't worry
You don't need two when you've got me, dear.
Yes, I love that. So, like me, you're a Big Brother fan. Do you prefer watching the show or being involved in it?
Oh, good question.
I'm really glad that I've had the opportunity to go in the house, but actually, I think I actually prefer watching it.
Oh!
No, seriously.
Is it because you love being on bar?
Well, it's because I love this program.
Yeah, I knew it. Katya, what's your question?
You did say going in that, you know, you might be looking for love there, so you did say you fancy that.
Devastated.
But could you see yourself with any of those guys?
That we're in the house on
Yes.
this run? No, sadly
No?
not. No.
What
If they'd have
about
put Paul Danan in again.
Paul Danan! I can sort that out. Claire, what's your question?
You said yourself earlier that you cocked it up, but did you...
Which isn't a good phrase for somebody like me.
Did you achieve what you set out to do?
I think so. I think at the very least I've started a debate, and if people are arguing about it and maybe, you know, there's a little bit more
Do you regret
awareness. In terms of gameplay, I regret opening up that topic so early on. But I'm glad I talked about it. It's not talked about enough.
Everyone's talking about it, and
Yeah.
you did
Great.
your job well.
Yeah.
You did your job. Everyone's
Yeah.
talking about things they might never have spoken about. Good questions, guys. Thank you so much. For India, I think it is fair to say that your stay in the house had a lot of people talking. So, for the first time ever, it's time for you to have your say in... Just broke my nail. That's right. The stereotype writer is back here at Fox, and we like to play fair, which means giving India the right to reply to some of the outlandish claims made by her fellow housemates and you, the viewers at home. So, typewriter, what are the people saying? Oh, jealousy! Jealousy! So, former Celebrity Big Brother housemate Chloe Goodman tweeted, India is so jealous of Shane/Courtney, it's a joke. What'd you say to that?
I am jealous of Shane's makeup. I think he's really talented on that score. But jealous? No, not really. I think I'm a better dresser.
OK, what's the typewriter say next? Dalek!
Oh.
OK, Dalek. Lizzie Cundy had this to say on Twitter. Maybe India would be happy if Andrew had dressed as a Dalek. Would have you?
Possibly. Nature takes its course. And that was the first time that I felt a twinge. Exterminate? No, possibly inseminate.
Oh, time bomb. Time bomb. OK, Malika said India looks like a ticking time bomb on that sofa. Was she right?
She was absolutely right. Honestly, I was going to kick off next week. Do you know who against Malika? We might talk about this later on, but I think Malika is a diva. And it's... Yeah, seriously, Malika...
Oh! India, I think we need to talk about that.
India, please leave the bot studio immediately.
That's it! You're out! Off you go! Bye, India! You're gone! That's it for tonight. too. And massive thank you to my panel and audience. Coming up next on Channel 5, it's Live from the House. I'll be back Monday just after 11 with Dan Wootton, Michelle Heaton, Jimmy Bullard and India. Until then, lots of love. Have a great weekend. Night, night.